Hatamari, morena tatou katoa, hini ho terene here with you this morning, giving you a bit of an update on how everything's going since my live last week, giving the announcement of what I need to do for my cancer treatment starting this week. I keep saying it was in 2 weeks' time, but no, I lost 2 days because I'm running by Maramataka and I don't actually know what date matches to what day. So far now I'm starting the Wednesday coming, which is the end of the tamatia moons just before Huna on the Thursday. So I know I couldn't go, oh no, I'm not going to get chemo and Keytruda because it's Huna the next day. Like, I just have to know what I understand and be prepared and be patient and to receive that treatment. So I'll give you an update. My hair is down today. My beautiful, beautiful hair. I'm not as attached to it. I've managed to kind of understand that that's just the way it goes. I'm going to lose my hair. But I did get my brows done, powdered because that lasts longer. I just said to Rachel Elliott-Jones, do what you think. You're the expert. She is the expert in Northland. It takes about a 2-month wait to get to her, and she squeezed me in and did me so happy. So happy because you can lose the hair can go, but when the eyebrows go, these will fade out a bit. That makes you look sick. And you can get a voucher for that. You pay and then you get reimbursed. So I paid $350 for this. Most women are going to get their lashes done every month, and that's about $100 plus your wax and your brows. So beauty is expensive. Well, there's all different types of ways to do that. However you want to find and create yourself is up to you. So let's get down into the business of things on this Uenuku moon, always looking for the rainbow and riding the rainbow and being the rainbow. Morena, morena, kia tātou katoa. So we've done so well on our Give a Little page. First things first, move all that other stuff about my hair and brows to the side. The Give a Little, oh my goodness. See, I'm not even talking properly because I'm slow. Got a bit of a slur going on when my brain's slow. So everything's slow at the moment, whānau, it is. Let's talk about this Give a Little. So we raised over $60,000 in a week. Amazing, so amazing. I kept an eye on all of the donations coming in. I know it's a hard process because you have to register, put up your payment details, keep persevering to get there to give the money. It's not that easy a process. So thank you for everyone who persevered at it. And reading all of the beautiful comments. I want you to write more comments. Like there was a lot of anonymous, or just like love Kath, and I'm like, which Kath is it? Give me more details. And most of the donations have come from all of the, I don't want to say fans because it's not fans. We're fan ngonga come from all the people who support me and who've watched me over these years. And I don't want to cry because I have to get out and about today. Even though the other day I just cried on the phone to my cousin while I was at the force. I'm just like crying sticking the stuff on the counter, like just keep moving. I'm out of here soon. And I want to read some of these. Let's just take this slow. We're not in a hurry today. And 60,000 is amazing. And I posted up the other night how much all the treatments cost, so you can see the evidence of that. And even I worked out that out of the 100,000 that I need to fundraise just for this Keytruda treatment that isn't subsidized by the government, $60,000 is in the Keytruda actual treatment, the chemical, and the other 35 is for the administration of it. So I have to go to a private clinic that'll give that to me. So the 30-something is in that private clinic to administer. If the government just fucking did it, I would save 30,000 already, or we all would. And me also trying not to get too angry about the injustice and the unfairness of this whole situation, because that's not what we want at the moment. We're trying to stay on the rainbow. We're riding the rainbow. Okay, I want to read out some of these comments. If you haven't seen the page, it's on here. It's on my page. It's Maramataka Maori. You can just scroll down, or it's up the top. And koha for Hini Hoterene's battle against cancer. I said battle. I don't want to say fight. Fight means that it's like a winner or a loser, and it's duke it out and it's done. It's like a battle. I'm battling it. And this is a battle that I am choosing to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to put everything into this again. I want to be here for in 10 years' time, which is the 10th anniversary, or not the 10th, the 200th anniversary in 10 years' time of He Whakaputanga, since the signing of Te Tiriti o Waitangi. So I've got another, and then if I make it to 10, I might as well make it to 5, another 15 years, which is the 200th anniversary of the signing of Te Tiriti o Waitangi. These things are important to me. I want to be there for the 200th anniversary. I'm looking a bit crazy-eyed. Okay, so let's look it up. You just push give a little page, and then it comes up 59,730. If we could push this through a bit, whānau, and then I won't annoy you all for till another month or so. I understand that there's no money. I understand we're coming into a time of a bit of hardship when people, it's hard at the moment. So all of your koha is just being so extraordinary, really. I see little koha coming in of $4. I was like, Piwari, that's so cute. $6, I'm like, amazing. $1,000, 1,500 Women's Refuge gave to me. I'm like, I meant to be giving to you. Just amazing. And read through all the comments, and they're just so beautiful. So, aroha nui ki a koutou katoa. We've done so good. And not my fans. We are fan ngonga whangonga. I like that better. We're not like fans. That's strange. We're equals. Or you know what we do? We're whangonga. We're interwoven. So I'm just leaving my hair down today, because on Tuesday, I'll come back to this, give a little. I'm going to find some comments. On Tuesday, we're going up to Image Hair Design. My mother said, you need to cut your hair short before you start chemo. Last time, it was falling out. And I remember my cousin Raymond Tipene came to visit me, and she went like this. I was like, don't touch. It's hanging by a string. It's hanging. And when Ruben came to see me, he cried when he saw it. And I was like, so mean. I was like, fuck it. Don't you fucking cry. Don't you cry. And I can't be around people that are crying for me. I was like, no. Leave your tears at the gate. You're crying for yourself. Because if I ain't crying, no one's crying. I see my difference in attitude this week. Tino whakahihi, last week. Tangiana. But ko piki taku ka, I really have risen. Because I don't feel as hard a point as I was last week, when I'm like, how am I going to make $100,000? How am I going to get this together? Even though I bluffed the doctor and told him, yes, I had it and I would make it. So I'm going to do a live when I get my hair cut. On Tuesday night, we're closing the salon. It's the whānau salon. If you don't know, Image and Kirikiri, it's also, you can still drop in and get a haircut, which is unusual in a lot of places. Male, female, the whole whānau there. I love it. We all have lots of conversations. And I said to Faith, can you cut my hair? My mum said, you need to get it cut short, because otherwise it comes off in big strands. And then we're going to try and, I thought about keeping all of this. This is 5 years worth here. Keeping all of this and taking it with babies here and burying it. Or my other hairdresser, Nina, who's been with me for 7 years, when my hair was red and thick and curly, she's like, you should save it and get a wig, make a wig out of it. How am I going to make a wig? But just all these considerations, and it'll be a very, I'll do the live, but it's going to be emotional. Faith is going, can we have some wines? I was like, you can have some wines, but I'm not having wines. And I want it to be very intimate, even though it'll go live to you, just very showing the beauty that we can create and maintain within the chaos of a cancer diagnosis or in the chaos of bad shit in life. So that's on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I go first at 8:30 in Whangarei to the private clinic to get my $10,000 bag. I'm going to show you what a $10,000 bag looks like that you've all paid and invested in. So if we could go for another 20 and then I'll back off a bit and then I'm like, and then I just don't want to put a bit of a huge demand on everyone. You've given so generously and been so good to me. And I'm going to keep kind of saying it because I haven't worked out how to do it properly, but just to acknowledge all of that beautiful love. My friends were going, do you know how much you're loved? And I was like, yes. But I feel embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. I feel, there's another word for it. Humbled. I feel stink. I feel like I don't deserve it. And this is why it's so hard to ask for help. Like I said last time, asking for help is the ultimate form of self-love because you actually believe that you deserve that help and that you're worthy of that help and that support. Okay, so back to the give a little. We've made 59. We haven't quite made 60,000. But that is so beautiful. Within 7 days, 939 generous donors. So guest donor, JS. I'm like, I don't know JS. Kia kaha and a love heart. It's like at the marae after you've had the tangi and you collect the kohas come in and they read out a list of who gave what koha. Because when the koha goes over, it just doesn't disappear beyond yonder. In Ngāpuhi, it's not put on the floor. It's given straight over to the taumata, handed. And then usually the taumata will give it to who they know is responsible for the koha on behalf of the family. And they're usually sitting there during the whole hui, not usually the kaikaranga because they've got their own job to do and you can't do two. It gets a bit much. I myself have loaded up my cousins before going, get the koha and the karanga, but no, you need a special person. They also have the receipt book. You have a receipt book. You give them the receipt. It's noted in your notebook. And when the kitchen needs any extra kai or anything like that or whatever, who's organising that side comes to the person with the koha book and they write how much that they've given to the kitchen and they give them that money over. Then when the kitchen goes shopping, they keep all the receipts and that money goes back to the person, keeping the treasurer, if you like, keeping the records. And then after the burial and after the kai, and everyone comes back into the whare, usually before everyone goes off and has a rest or whatever, you read through the koha. And so they read who gave what, and it will be like, Nana Millie, $100. And oh, Nana Millie, oh, Nana. Te whānau praone, 150. Oh, and reading through all the koha coming in. It's so beautiful. And yeah, it's lovely. So I've been doing that. Well, we've been doing that. My whole whānau, all my friends, on everyone donating and just seeing. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could reply to you. Or Robert wrote me big kōrero. Tulsi, $50. Susan, Huhana, $50. Mandy, kia piki te ora, $100. Because I said if everyone could give 1,000 people, like I know 1,000 people, could give $100 each, well, then I've made my 100,000. But if everyone could just give a little of what they can, that will get us there. And it is getting us there, whānau. Jade, 100. Jade didn't write a comment. Verity, nui te aroha. Oh, Verity. Another Jade, aroha nui no Waimarama. Oh, kia ora. Tegan, $50. Marion, private, kia kaha cousin. Tamara, kia kaha, $50. Shan, $50. And 3 Love Hearts, guest donor, $50. Jack, one day ago, $25. Vicky Lee T, private. Te Owai, kia kaha hini, $100. Pera and Horahi, kia kaha hini and whānau, $100. Te Marae Sharon Muru, aroha nui, guest donor, private, $100. Rua, $50. Huia private, Steve 100, J Paul Kahu private, guest donor 50, Riwa 60. This Davina ngā mihi nui kia koe mo tō mātauranga ka nui te aroha, $20. Kat, kia kahini, thank you for all that you do for all of us. Oh, that's so beautiful. This is like the only last 3 pages, and I'm going to print all of this out and go through it and read it through with my team and just send you all lots of love and blessings. So that's my update. I'm off to vitamin C now. I haven't been exercising much. I was like, yeah, you need to get the puff on. Get puffing. And so much to do. There's all these lists, and my landlord's coming tomorrow to inspect the house, and it's like, oh, it's getting a bit dark in here. And because I thought about it, whānau, and I was like, what are some things that I am going to find really hard over the next year? Well, one is loss of income. Well, I won't be working as much. So I'll talk about this. I'm available online. Book me online from April onwards. Because I said to Mama, I'm going to have a year off. And she's like, you won't like that. It's okay. Once I pick myself up after the chemo, I'm available online. I'm just as good online as in person. And then not until about June, I'll start to kind of look at doing in-person events, but I don't want to travel too much. I'm in my space. And so I thought, what if I went on the benefit? What would that look like? So I talked to the social worker. They know nothing. I said, okay, wigs, I need a wig and I need to get use fund to pay for the wig. And they said, oh, we only give $400 and that's to the hairdressers in Mona who's got the wigs. I was like, no, I went there last time. And we were just panicking in a hurry and I just needed the wig and I put it on and I looked like I was a Motown singer. We called it my Motown wig. It was so hideous. It was so bad. And then I just put a hat over it. But I was like, oh, no, there's some really good wigs. And you say in your writing that you fund up to $2,500 for wigs for permanent hair loss, which is defined as more than 6 months worth of no hair. And then oh, I didn't know that. And this is the stuff we need. I really want to put together something like a checklist. So working on that, and other people might think, oh, that's frivolous. But for me, that's what makes you feel better when you feel like shit, is that you don't look so tragic. Sure, you're going to look more tragic than before, but it just, helps the mental health. So back to what are some of the things? Loss of income, not having money to pay my bills, losing my house was something else. Like if my landlords decided that they wanted to rent the house or sell the house, rent the house to someone else, that would be hard for me because I need to live on grid at the moment, and trying to find another house would be very problematic. So I actually reached out to my landlords and told them of my situation and asked if they would guarantee 1 year of tenancy. And they said, absolutely, Henny. And you're a really good tenant. We've got a good relationship. And they're coming up this weekend to inspect the house. So I need to get that all up for them, but also to do water blasting, tidying up. So good. So that's one of my tips that I've learned, is that you need to self-advocate, and we need to do it before I start chemo. So a lot of my whānau and friends have been like, you need to do this, you need to do this. I'm like, I can't do everything, but thanks for suggesting. I just need to sort out what is a priority for me at the moment. And one of the things was I was thinking about going on the benefit, and the social worker said to me, well, they will ask, why can't you hire someone to take over your business, your work, while you're sick? And I was like, oh, that's right. I forget I'm dealing with national government and wins and fuckers that are just so mean at people's time and need, that I'm probably not going to go on a benefit. I'm going to figure out how to keep working, not online delivering, but behind the scenes, because I just don't want to be harassed. And isn't that terrible that in people's time of weakness, that we would rather not take what is actually available and should be there to support us because we can't go through with it. This is when we need that advocacy, like a one-stop shop that goes to get your benefit, gets you on the sickness, helps you tidy this up, helps you get that. Even the social workers that are employed with oncology don't even know how to get you, the human hair balayage wig that is that long. You're going to go all the way, go big and go all the way. So securing your home, making sure it's your haven and you're safe for the next 6 months or the year for me, securing my income, how I'm going to survive, because you all are helping me with the 100,000 that's needed for my treatment. So I'm going to show you every single bag, $10,000 bag that I get. You'll just be highly infuriated to see the way everything operates, and within the health system, it doesn't need to be like this. When you have a lot of nincompoops, if you know that word, nincompoops, people that are so dumb, they're dumber than dumb, that they talk a lot and they have a highfalutin sense of self, or they make out that they're working so hard and doing you such a favor. This is no one. You can't pinpoint who. It's like a ghost. It's like a bad waiter. The people who make decisions around crucial life-saving healing for Aotearoa, prevention as well as cure. We've got to get rid of the GST. We've got to, on fruit and vegetables, we've got to make kai accessible, healthy kai. We've got to encourage community gardens and working together, put big tax fines on people that are spraying, make this whole country organic. We should be. And so that's the prevention. And then all of the monitoring and care, and then making everything available for everyone. Like Mexico, they got everything available in terms of all the drugs for the people that need it, like the Keytruda. Okay, that's enough for now. Get back on the rainbow, on the moon of Uinaku today. Thank you all so much. I won't say from the bottom of my heart because that's not deep enough. No taku ate. Te tau o taku ate ko koutou tērā ngā tangata kaha mai nei ki te api ahau. I roti te tika me te puno, tangi pai ahau, tangi tika. I hara tēnei te tangi mōku ana he, engari he tangi mō tātou katoa e ngau ana i te mamai o tēnei, I hara ko tēnei mate, ko te mate pukupuku, engari ko ngā mate katoa e ngau ngai, kia tātou I wainga I te pō, I wainga I te ao, kia puta tātou I era nawe katoa. So, yeah, okay. Māori Language Week, even if we just spoke Māori, we would be nicer people and happier people. We can't fight with each other as bad when we're kanga. I te reo Māori, there's no kanga. The vibrations within English language, it's like, ooh, scone on me. Okay, so what else? I'll put up some of your messages. That was a big live today. The kids are coming. We're doing a bit of bonding. Auntie Kieran's got to drop them off. Kieran, I haven't even seen Kieran. We've been on the phone together. Haven't seen her. She's been busy. I've been busy. She's driving me around. Tuesday, I have my last live gigs that are at Pihia Wiri Marae, morning and afternoon before I come back here and then go to Kirikiri. So Shirley Ann Brown's organising that. I'll put a pānui up on Monday of my live of what's happening. And that's my last 2 live planning gigs, as well as I'd like to talk a lot about what I'm going through at the moment and coming into spring as well. So that's on Tuesday. Monday, I'll do my live, promote that. That's at Pihia Wiri Marae. Contact Shirley Ann Brown. That's supported by Whangarei District Council as well. Thanks, guys. And Te Huinga and all of our Māori representation as our whānau on the District Council. They're not even the councillors, Vote, everyone. Even if you don't like the candidates, tick yes to Māori wards. Yes, yes, yes. If it's good for Māori, it's good for everyone. We just have to make sure our voice is heard. And if it's not, people are like, oh, we can't protest anymore. That's so old-fashioned. What the fuck? How do you fucking think you got here in the first place? Te tiriti o Waitangi. And the resistance for that not being honoured. It's like, no, we don't drop tools. We don't drop weapons. That means you're defenseless. No. So Morena, the kids are coming today and we're going to go fishing tomorrow. So we just have a bit of time together. And I haven't even talked about this. I said to Kieran, I need you to talk with the big kids. My baby knows. He's like, no, mum, not you're here. Which is a big thing, is him not being able to sleep with me when I have the chemo, because I'll be so toxic. It's like, he's not going to like it. So that's enough for me. I'll give you an update Monday. Thank you again for all of your humble and gracious support through the Give a Little, us getting 60,000. I just want to, if we can, just push a little bit more over the weekend so I can tidy all of that up. And then I'm like, right, I've got my full 8 treatments paid for. That costs 10,000, 9,500 each. And then after that, the price will chop down a bit. I'm like, oh, look at my hair. Doesn't it look so good? Everyone, I'm like, you girls bloody squashing it all back and pulling it tight. Let your hair out. We're beautiful Māori wahine. So tātou kororia-tanga is our hair. So stunning. Yeah, okay. Ka pai tō koutou rā on this moon of U'unuku. I'll be back and forwards with you, but I'll see you on Monday. Mauri ora kia tātou.